As the clock struck midnight, Emily found herself alone in her family's old Victorian house. Her parents were away on a business trip, and her siblings were spending the night at a friend's house. Excitement turned into apprehension as she roamed through the empty rooms, the house's eerie silence amplifying every creak and whisper. Settling down in the living room, Emily tried to distract herself by watching a movie. The flickering light from the TV cast long, eerie shadows on the walls. Suddenly, the power went out, leaving her in complete darkness. Panic welled up inside her, but she reminded herself that it was just a power outage. Feeling her way through the dark, Emily fumbled for her phone to use its flashlight. As she illuminated the hallway, a shadowy figure caught her eye, an unsettling silhouette standing at the end of the corridor. Her heart raced, and she froze in fear, her mind racing with thoughts of intruders and ghostly entities. Summoning her courage, Emily cautiously approached the figure, only to find it was a coat rack adorned with a hat and a long coat. She let out a nervous laugh, relieved by the harmless explanation. But just as she turned to leave, she heard a faint whisper, barely audible but chilling. The voice seemed to come from the coat rack itself. Terrified, Emily retreated to her room, locking the door behind her. She curled up in bed, desperately trying to convince herself that it was her imagination playing tricks on her. But the whispering persisted, growing louder and more insistent, as if beckoning her to come closer. Unable to ignore the eerie voice any longer, Emily approached the coat rack once again, her trembling hand reaching out to touch it. In that moment, the coat rack toppled over, crashing to the ground with a resounding thud. Startled, she jumped back, her heart pounding in her chest. As the noise subsided, Emily noticed a hidden compartment in the fallen coat rack. Inside, she found a tattered diary, its pages filled with haunting tales of a past resident's descent into madness. The whispers she had heard were the echoes of a tormented soul trapped within the house's walls. Realizing she was not alone in the house, Emily felt a chill creep up her spine. She couldn't shake the feeling that a presence lingered, watching her every move. From that night on, she never felt truly alone in her family's house, always sensing a ghostly presence, a reminder of the dark secrets it held.